Groups in LiveCode means that you have one or more controls that you place within something that is called a group. And a group can have its own settings. So if I click on this one, for example, now you see that it says group menu, and you can handle the group as a unit. And one good thing with this is that the controls, if you don't have set a specific value for the specific control, it will inherit the settings from the group. And there is actually a hierarchy, because if the group has no settings, then it will continue to the card, and then it will continue to the stack, same kind of as in CSS, where it has this cascading for the settings. Because in this one, I have on the color, I have set a green background fill. If I change this into something else, a bluish one, well, then you see I changed all of these in one go, because I changed it for the group. And it's the same with the font and so on and so forth. Some settings are individual, but as I have this one, I can do a lot of settings. And another thing with groups is that if you have radio buttons, if I run this application, you see that, these doesn't seem to behave like radio buttons, because a radio button should deselect all the other buttons when I click on one of them. So the only way to handle this is to create a group out of this one. So let's create a group of that one, and let's name this one into radio buttons, like that. Now, if I run again, well, now you see that they work totally okay. So radio buttons needs to be grouped. Another thing to use groups for is to have one unit that you would like to show up. Now this one goes on top, so I need to send it back because I have another group and I want that one to be on top. And the reason for that is that, let's say that you do something and you would like to create your own kind of dialogue on top, where you ask, are you sure you want to quit or whatever? Well, I actually have one of those groups. And if we go here and see, no, on that one, sorry, and inspect and say, I would like to inspect the quit question. Now, it is not visible. But let's say that you would like to show this one. Well, then you have one unit that you can bring in front, and this one has a gray graphic at the back that is semi-transparent, and then I have two buttons, and then I have a text here. And you can, of course, make it in any way you want. But now you have one group that you can show or hide. So then when I do something and I would like to bring up this quit question, well, then I can just say show group quit question, and then it will pop up. So this is also a powerful way to use groups. Another thing about groups is that this group, if I do like this and then I select this one, behave like a background, then this group is now a background group. That means that if I create a new card, you see that this group is carried over to this card also. And the good thing is that it is the same, it's not a copy, it is the same controls. Now, if I realize it wasn't in the center, so I put it a little bit more in the center. And now if I move back to the first card, you see that now it is placed exactly in the same way. And if I do any changes, they will carry over to all the cards. So if you have any kind of menu that should go on different cards, then make it into a background group.